Welcome back, Best Uni Crew. It's your girl.
What? You know I got mine. How you gonna call yourself a crafter and you ain't got no UV resin? Got mine.
This is Creations by K. Aisha, and I got my Best Uni Resin. It's thebomb.com.
This is Rougie Crafts, and I use the Best Uni Resin.
Yes, I mean.
Tracy,
No cap.
passing the lane tree darts. I got my Best Uni UV Resin.
Hi, I'm A to Z Crafty Shop, and I use the Best Uni's UV Resin.
Okay. I'm 755 Media, and when I'm crafting, I use the Best Uni UV Resin. Hit the like button, y'all. Yes, auntie. Hit the like button for you, girl. I'm nosy. I just want to see. Who you know? Look at that. Who you know?
Hi, I'm Nicole from Precious Pieces. I have my Best Uni Resin.
Thanks.
I'm Accessory,
Okay.
and I got my Best Uni UV Resin.
Yes, auntie.
I'm C Arts Custom Creations, also known as SACC, and I love using the Best Uni Resin.
I'm E with the baby's booty, and I love the Best Uni Resin.
Yes.
I'm Darika from That to This Creations, and I
Who you know?
the Best Uni Resin.
Told y'all that resin gonna make it do what it do, baby. Ice in the glass. Kool-Aid.
Hi, this is Terrence Sistrunk, owner of T Create Custom and Sweet Secrets LLC. I use the Best Uni Resin.
Woo. No cap.
The Best Uni Resin.
Hey y'all, I'm Patrice with Craftable Things, and I'm here to let y'all know that if you don't have the Best Uni's UV resin, you don't have the best resin. So you definitely want to get you
Who
some.
you know? I'll wait.
To the blue, what's going on?
My nanny used the Best Uni Resin.
Hi guys, I'm Marilyn with Making with Marilyn. I just ordered some Best Uni Resin, and you should too.
Want you to know I appreciate you. Y'all have a blessed one.
You too?
You put the wrong ink in your big toy. Messed around and got clogged up ink, boy. Next time, holla at Big Boy. He got the whitest of whites.
You know your images ain't right unless you working with the whitest white. Holla at your big boy. Holla at your big boy. If you want your colors to bust, you know you better fuck with us.
Yeah.
Holla at your big boy. Holla at your big boy.
Listen. Get off the fence. Quit with the shenanigans. You gotta make sense of your dollars and cents. What's the fence? So your colors intense. You need to get that white and do your maintenance. DTF is lit. Big boy got equipment, powders, ink, software, and all them tidbits. You better get this for your printer fitness. Throw some shades. I have a big boy friends.
Holla at your big boy. Hey, big boy. Holla at your big boy.
Big boy Prince by the big boy.
Holla at your big boy. Hey. You know your images ain't right unless you working with the whitest white. Holla at your big boy. Holla at your big boy. Holla at your big boy. If you want your colors to bust, you know you better fuck with us. Holla at your big boy. Holla at your big boy.
Been a 755 media production. This has been a 755 media production.
Holla at your big boy. Holla at your big boy. Holla at your big boy.
Holler at Big Boy for all your BTF needs.
Holla at your big boy.
You two. What's going on? Big boy Prince Bottom, Big Boy. We back at it again. We about to drop some more gems. Hey man, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Big Boy, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in today. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple special guests today. We got one running late, but I want to give up to a special guest that we have in the building. The Mr. GOAT himself. Hold on. Well, let's give him a few minutes. But what happened? But how y'all doing? Before we get to the guests, let me say what's up to a couple of people. I'm sorry. Let me say what's up to a couple of people in the building. Miss Deborah Gary, how you doing? Thank you coming out here rocking with the big boy. Appreciate you coming in here rocking with me since you was the first one in here. Thank you. Say what's going on to Miss Barb. Hey, Barb. Oh, you just got your ink in the mail. Oh, man. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everybody coming in here rocking with the big boy. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the main things we want to talk about tonight. You know what I'm saying? You got your DTF printer. You got it up and working. You got them colors, you know what I'm saying, adjusted. So it's like, now, big boy, say, man, we got these printers. It's really not, this one don't just really pertain to just printers. This really pertains to anything, you know what I'm saying? When you have a business, the main things we're going to talk about today is maintenance and, the two M's, maintenance and marketing. You know what I'm saying? Two things that you need to have a successful business. Okay, let me make sure. All right, now I have my guests in right quick. Let me bring in our special guest, like I said, Mr. GOAT itself, was able to get him on. To bless. Excuse me, we're able to get him on to bless us. Give a shout out to. Hold on 1 second.
What up?
Minutes. Oh.
Try to make a dramatic entrance. Look at me. What up, man?
Stan, Mr. Stan Banks, how you doing today, sir?
Man, I can't complain at all, man. Busy day. Action-packed, non-stop here. You see the pressure behind me trying to get things in order. I'm ready to take a flight. I got to get the business in order before we take off.
Yes, sir. Well, first of all, I want to tell you thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. You know, when I was thinking about this, maintenance and marketing, I was like, who is the king when it comes to marketing? You know what I'm saying? Now, we done talked a million things about maintenance. So, when you was able to come on, I was like, man, we going to turn this probably to straight marketing, because when you get the man himself on here, the Mr. Marketer, you know what I'm saying? We got to, let you get on here and tell these people, because that's one thing I like about you, Stan. It's a lot of people tell you how to do this with the shirt, how to do that with the shirt, but you also go behind the scenes in the background and tell people what it is they do. Not only people, you go to businesses and tell people, look, man, you need to show up this, you need to do that. This is, what you need to do to run a successful business. Mm-hmm. So, man, I just, like I said, I want to tell you, thank you, man. Is there anything you want to tell any people before we get started? Because I know you got a big event coming up soon.
Well, before we get started, I want to make a little Instagram so I can get a couple people over here from the people. So just give me 1 second. What up? It's your boy Stan Banks from T-Shirt Side Hustle. I don't even know why I said that on my own Instagram, but I'm live right now with my man Big Boy talking maintenance and marketing. Click the link. All right, man. There you go. That's how you market right there. That's just show's over right there, man.
Perfect example.
But yeah, man, I got a big event coming up, man, and it's a community-based event. You know what I mean? I got great company sponsors, got 8 sponsors. sponsoring the event, and it's not about selling. It's about access to information, right? So it's called Made to Hustle. It's happening in Texas, June 25th and 26th. Man, listen, we're gonna have to get Big Boy code. You know what I mean? Anybody who uses the Big Boy code get $100 off of registering the registering price. I'm gonna have to implement that, and you know, so by tomorrow, hopefully we can have it all up and running. But it's about having access to information, and I believe I heard it from either Les Brown or Zig Ziglar. Information changes situations, right? It actually might have been ET. You know, I'm listening to a lot of that motivational stuff. You know, I have, but information changes situations. So one of the things I see at the screen printer level, at all of the levels, is the networking and the things that happen amongst peers. I feel like this community is like so one company to the other. You can't use both, and it's unrealistic for us when we're running print shops, you know. And the information, the access, the things that I've gotten to see around these other communities like Print Hustlers and Shirt Lab, where these screen printers are connecting with each other and they're sharing information, sharing ideas, and they're growing from each other. They're going out to visit each other. They're having the same conversation we have behind the scenes about stuff that like nobody will actually talk about. Those are the places that they happen, and you don't get that from behind a computer. As much as I would love to make that happen, sometimes you just got to be in the vicinity. And I think that is something that we need as a community. So this is that kind of event. It is a cost to it associated with it. But again, it's about investing into yourself. It's about getting out of your comfort zone, going somewhere. I mean, the Made Lab is a great facility. You know, I don't know what shops you can walk into and have somebody show you around an auto. You know what I'm saying? We always had a mindset is like, I can't afford it. I'll never be able to afford it. Well, if you see the situations where you can, or the person that is operating it and what their space looks like, if that's something you want to work towards, I believe you definitely can do it. But not only are we going to have hands-on, we got myself, Rich Khan from Hustle Ninjas. We got Alan from A-Dub Productions. We got some good influencers. But my two favorite people that I think are going to be the highlights for people like us is my man Gavin, who he's helped me get systems in place around here to where I can build the business and have a flow that I don't have to be the one necessarily working on it, but we can have a flow to what we're doing, a process in place. Really, really simple process. And so he's going to be talking about processes. And then I got my man, the self-employed tax guy, coming in and talking about the business behind the scenes, taking care of business. And he's been a person that's been instrumental in what I've got going on because, you know, when you're growing and when you're getting money and, you know, you got employees and you're trying to grow, you know, it's a lot of things that hit us that we don't necessarily. He's been a person taking care of that. Like today, it was building insurance. I added a spot, got to add business insurance. I don't even know where my policies are, but being able to have somebody in place where, you know, they can guide you or take care of some of these things. So those are just two things that's going on. Stalls is doing a presentation on cashing in on caps. And we just got 8 company sponsors. Let me run them down. Supercolor. We got Heat Transfer Warehouse. We got Caesar. We got Bella Canvas. We got Econo Transfer. We got Total Ink Solutions. We got Impressions Expo. And last but not least, it's always one. And it's every time I forget one, it's always different because there's 8 of them. Let me think of who I left off. Shoot, who did I leave off this time?
You know what I do? You know what? Sometimes I just start over.
Yeah, I'm about to look. Supercolor. Oh, I didn't say Stalls in the announcement. So Supercolor, Stalls, Caesar, Econo Transfer, Total Ink Solutions, Bella Canvas, Heat Transfer Warehouse, Impressions Expo. So we got company sponsors. And not only are they sponsoring, but I was like, hey, I need y'all to come out to this event. I don't want y'all just to mail it in. No, I want the people to have access to the companies that they shop with every day. You can build rapport. You can express your issues. You can kind of tell them what you're looking for, and really take part in the community the way that we should. You know, I think we are the only community that doesn't require the companies to do more. You know, I know as an influencer, I can get them to do stuff for myself and, you know, because I have a platform, but this has been the only area, in my opinion, where companies haven't been, you know, ingrained in doing something positive that doesn't have an ROI at the end of the day. So I'm really appreciating them jumping on board to sponsor and to make the event possible because it does take a lot of money, you know what I mean, to put on an event like this. And, you know, again, it's not really for profit. It's for community and putting things together so that we can have access to all the information.
Yeah, we appreciate that too, man, because, you know, it is a lot of, you know, we go to these people and we purchase stuff from them, you know, and that's just good business. I feel like, you know, you definitely should give back, you know, especially me as being a supplier myself. You know, I definitely do my best, you know, to reach out to all the people, you know, as much as I can, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I definitely believe in a lot of these companies that customer service is just that.
Yeah, and where do you go? Like, you know, I've always been a champion of that, right? Like, you know, if you got a problem, do your due diligence, go through the company, give them a chance. But if a company is flat out doing you wrong, you know, I've always been the one to stand up on it, sometimes even to my own, what could be my own detriment. But, you know, and a lot of my relationships started like that. You think about Bella Canvas and the Mask, and look, they did the happy hour. We had a good time at the Impressions Expo this past January. Was that January? Whenever it was, in the Impressions Expo, we had a happy hour, man, and it was a good vibe. Everybody there was super appreciative of what's going on. You had access to one of the top CEOs in the industry. You know, stuff like that, man, we need to have more of, and that's what this is. And, you know, where do you express your frustration when you can't get through the phone? Stuff like this, you know, the people who attend here are going to become a part of the decision makers because they're going to be the ones getting to voice it directly to these companies. Hey, man, this person said they want this product. This person said having this problem, getting a runaround, and you get a contact. And now you get to put a face with the companies that you're actually, you know, shopping with.
Yeah, then just, you know, I think, you know, actually being able to, you know, most of us here, we all have a business. And what is a better opportunity to make a business relationship than at places like this where you probably might be able to actually get to somebody, you know, in the marketing department, you know, and be able to look, hey man, I you know, I like your product. I use maybe so many units. I ship out, you know, so many shirts. Can you give me a deal? You know, can you be my exclusive provider? You know, and that stuff is really important. You know.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, and again, it's about, to me, today more than ever, it's about service. Some people just don't mesh with certain companies. You just, you know, like you tried, it's always something wrong. And it's not like they're trying to do bad. You know what I'm saying? I think we're so quick to rush to the internet and bash companies. But the top, when you talk to the tops of these companies, they care. But it's only so much that you can do. You got to empower other people. People, they're growing, they're learning. But again, it's just about being in the vicinity to be able to be a part of the choices, the decisions, and being able to express that stuff. And when you got a personal relationship with people, it's a lot different than, you know, being a phone call and the person, you know, a customer success person, customer service person, whatever they may be called, comes in and, you know what I'm saying? It's just a difference. You know what I mean? I could pick up the phone and call Big Boy. I can pick up the phone and call Chris from Belly. Not that you're going to get that with everybody, but somebody you can build a relationship with, and that'll go a long way. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a normalcy in my life a little, but I always wish that I could, like, yo, go to a coffee shop and know the person, you know what I'm saying? Like, and have that, you know, hey, this person comes in every day, and you build that type of rapport. We've built that through social media, through YouTube and on the internet, but it's nothing like having that stuff go down. You know, when I attended some of these events, man, I just, like, I'm around, I'm having these conversations, but seeing those relationships and to hear the things that they discuss and talk about and how they help each other make money, you know what I mean? It is a big deal in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. Because, you know, like I say, I think you know, when I first got in the YouTube game, my mentor, you know, one of the main things she told me is we need to make friends and not enemies. You know what I'm saying?
Who's your mentor?
The best uni.
Listen, I mean, like, you know, like, man, everything that I've come in contact with, I've shared. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's gonna have their time. You know what I mean? Like, opportunities fit, but I 1000% believe that. And there's been like this, I guess, with, you know, trolls or whatever you want to call them, it's been this push to divide, right? And just because you love DTF and you sell inks and I like Supercolor, don't mean that we can't sit in the same room, right? Like, it's like this mentality that we are built with, that it's like this divide thing, and that's not the case, man. Like, you know, even where I'm at right now, you talk about like one of the hardest things to get into as an influencer is like the shirt space. I've been able to get into there now, but like, it's unrealistic for me to be exclusive to one company. It's not realistic. Like, I'm running a print shop. I got stuff from Portland Company, Gildan, AS Color, Bella Canvas, Circle Clothing, based on your needs. If this is what you're doing, you know, now that may fit for some other people, but you know, I've been able to stand on my guns. And if I like the companies, then I'm rocking with it 1000%. But if it's not something that I use, I'm not necessarily going to go out and talk about it. I'll try it and do all of that stuff, but it's a difference from like testing and reviewing a product than it is to something that I actually use. And you can, man, listen, how many stacks of Supercolor transfers you want me to pick up? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the product may be. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You know, and you know, I was actually watching the video with your boy Art Department. You know, I think it was yesterday or this morning, and he was just saying, you know, he had a DTF versus Supercolor, and I like what he said. He was like, "Look, this is what I like. This is what I prefer. Now you might like and you might prefer something else, but that's you. You know what I'm saying? I like that. You know, when somebody give you, you know what I'm saying, a nice, honest opinion, because like the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, this is the business, and you got to decide what works best for you, and that's what's important. Because like I say, you got to make sure that your customer is happy. So you need, like I say, we all got to do what we got to do, and you know, can't be mad at nobody because they prefer this over that. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, at the end of the day, we all trying to make it to the same place. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, man. Listen, we got the chat going, man. Let us know where y'all watching from, man. Check in, tap in. I like to hear where I'm, you know what I mean, where we hitting at. Are we global? Are we gonna go global today on this bad boy? Are we coast to coast? Some days you never know, man. You ask.
Man, we get them from all. And then we got some new people. Like, I never said, how you doing, Miss Pester Williams? We got old Depths on her, Mr. Jesse. We got old Miss Deborah from Deborah Gaddett. Miss Deborah Gaddett. I think is she from Minnesota? I know my girl Barb. She's definitely from Minnesota. Oh, my bad. Oh man. Oh yeah, there we go. We got some people on, girl. Let's see what's up here. Okay, Miss Deborah. Hold on, go down. Hey, Educated Natural. How you doing, girl? Thank you. Appreciate you coming in here rocking with your boy. You know, she's always, you know, giving up to my girl. She's always coming here rocking with me. Drop Top Teez. How you doing? Appreciate you. Oh man, thank you. I appreciate you.
Nah, man, that's what's up, man. I mean, I think that's what this is all about, man. Like, you know, you got your community, I got my community. All of us all have our communities and the people that we gravitate towards. You know what I'm saying? And views, you're going to align with people who have views and things that you want to do or you want to learn or fit what your style is. But at the end of the day, man, we all after the same thing. And that's some sort of financial independence, because we don't do this for fun. You know what I'm saying? And the communities and all of that stuff, man, that's what I love to see. And that's what I try to make sure I go out and be a part of. So that's why you call me, I pick up, man. People don't know. Once you in, you in. So you call, I pick up. We sit on the phone, talk about an hour, don't make a video. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything ain't always, you know, out in front, but you know, you never know where these relationships may take you. And I think, you know, you've been doing a great job building community and stuff like that. So shout out to all of you guys. I don't know what you call your community.
Man, you know what? I'm gonna have to see. Now you done put me on the spot because I ain't came up with it yet. You know what? It be racking my brain too. I be like, you know, are they big boy printers, apprentices?
Nah, it can't be big boy. It gotta be, you know what I'm saying? You know, for me, I call them the hustle team. You know what I'm saying?
Team, yeah.
That's my field, right? Everybody got their you know, you gonna figure it out now. I planted the seed. You know what I'm saying? And they got rep it loud and proud, man. And I think they yelling about the ink. So I think they'll do great about this, man. But yeah, I definitely love to see community.
Man, hey man, I appreciate that. You know what? I'm gonna try to, I've been thinking I gotta make sure I come up with some kind of snappy, you know what I'm saying? I've been racking my brains. I look at it like this, I'm just now able to get a lot of help, behind the scenes. And, like my boy about to bring on DJ Chit Chat, it's good to have, good people in your corner, you know what I'm saying? That's, they're able to help out, bring in the knowledge. I don't know if you've met him, stand back. This is my boy, DJ Chit Chat. He does
what up?
A lot of great things. In the DT, and just in the community all over, you know what I'm saying? Chit Chat, go on, introduce yourself, sir, and let the people know who you are and how they can get a hold of you.
I am DJ Chit Chat, king of the XP 15,000, dean of Chatterbox Customs University, partner and affiliate of my brother Big Boy, and the admin and owner of the group Transparent DTF on Facebook. You can catch me on YouTube. Go ahead and type in DJ Chit Chat DTF. You're going to see some amazing things pop up to catch some of that content. But my community is Transparent DTF on Facebook, where we wake up every day at 7:30 and go to sleep every day at 4:30 in the morning, helping each other with, nothing but achieving massive success.
Yes. And I want to let me give a shout out to Miss Erica Dutton. She is
my co-admin. Hey, what's up, Erica?
She is definitely scheduled on the spotlight. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for the spotlight. We're gonna have Miss Erica on 9:00 Central. So appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all tune in. And so let me ask you a question. I'm starting with Mr. Stan. What do you think is the number one thing to do, or when it comes to marketing? What is the first step that
the basics, man? Like keep it simple, I keep saying it over and over again. I'm not the internet sit behind a computer marketer. Like I don't sell shirts across the internet. I run a local based business, and it is work that's going on every day, right? And whether I'm printing or not printing, it doesn't matter. But it goes back to the basics: business cards, postcards, and flyers. You know what I'm saying? Having your pricing right, understanding your pricing. That's a part of the marketing. Figuring out what kind of package you can offer, understanding who you want to serve, right? But like getting your initial branding together should be the first step if you're trying to build a business, no matter what that business is. And it's more than just having a logo. You know what I'm saying? It's way more than just having a logo. So I like to get back to the basics. Let me take a look at your business card. Let me look at, all of that stuff and see where you are. If that looks official, a person with a desktop printer is going to look the same as a person that got 3 printers. If it looks official, now you just got to provide a service. Dress the part, dress for the part you want, right? It's no different on the internet. You want to be seen as a legit force. Have your shit together. Have your website right. All of that stuff. Now you can get by without it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, right now I'll be the pot calling kettle black because I didn't want to have my website ready and working on it, because I didn't have the processes in place. But that don't mean you can't have a business. We can get by with word of mouth, really, really firm and strong with just those core things. And you can never get on the internet and sell a shirt whatsoever and make a decent living. So, don't skip the little things, the small things. Start with those basic. Outside of the physical, understanding who you want to. It's so. I did a live the other day. I was just going over like just different demographics of markets that you can attain, that you can go after. And you don't market to all of those demographics the same. You don't go to the same places to talk to somebody who wants anniversary or birthday shirts or memorial shirts, or schools, businesses, small businesses versus corporate businesses, state-funded stuff, sports teams, at what level you want to operate at. There's so many different segments, and that's why it's enough room for everybody. But try to pick 2 or 3 that's natural to the things that you enjoy, instead of trying to cast the net thinking you can get to everybody. And if you do those things and you understand who it is, forget even understanding who you want to go after. Learn fast who you don't want to deal with. Learn your red flags. You learn those red flags, the rest of it will take care of itself, because you the time that you're spending and wasting dealing with that type of person who is going to be spending the least amount of money that they possibly can, causing the most amount of problems that they possibly can at the same time, you'll start to understand that, you know, it's just not worth the headache. And you'll kind of like be able to filter out and have a stress-free some sort of life. You know what I mean? We got enough problems to deal with production and things that could go wrong to actually produce the garment. So try to make that easy on the front end and understand who you want to deal with.
Man.
And then I want to follow up behind that, even understanding that everybody is not your customer. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that.
Same thing, same concept. Yep.
Not your customer. You know what I'm saying? So the people that you expect to support you, expect less and achieve more. You know what I'm saying? So the harder you work at doing something correctly and letting people know what you do, word of mouth is the biggest form of advertisement. Forget the internet. If you could walk up to somebody and tell them better than anything that they can see on Facebook or Instagram and make them feel that, that's a bigger effect than somebody seeing a flyer. So, you know, your personality got to be right. Your hygiene got to be right. Your approach, you got to learn the language of business, learning the language of business. You know what I'm saying? Because it's different words that have different effects on different markets. So you can't talk to your friend that you're making a t-shirt for the same way that you go into that store and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? How you doing? My name is so-and-so and such and such. You can't, it's a different language. You have to understand that it's the time and the place for everything.
Yeah. Well, I guess one thing I'm gonna say is, you know, I tell, you know, I want people to say, you know, I guess what I'm trying to say is I do believe word of mouth is the best form of marketing. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody come to you and say, look at her, man, he got the best, that's the truth. You know, most of the time that's where they're going to get it from. Now, what I like to use, because in the beginning, you know, I guess I'm kind of old school. I never really liked it, social media, and I was really like against it. But for real, I was no sir, not me, because you know I'm old school. Like I say, when I do business, I like to see you face to face, look in your eyes, you know, shake your hand, you know, because my word is more important than anything, you know what I mean? And so, like, over the internet, it was like, you know, I felt like people could just tell you anything. So now, me myself, basically, what I like to do, I love social media. I love internet because it's so easy for me to talk to people in Detroit, Maine, Florida. You know what I'm saying? I use it because, like I say, word of mouth advertising is the best form. But I at least need to get it out there to where you can talk about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, and I think what we all talking about is organic. It's organic marketing is what I classify it all as, right? And to build on top of that, you'll be surprised how many screen print shops only operate off of, like, that's why I say, like, it's a local base. Like, I run a local based print shop. I don't get online and say, I'm gonna show you how to scale your business to 6 figures from my, you know what I mean? Like, not that can't, it's not possible. It's like, bro, your immediate surroundings is going to determine which, and then plus your hustle, your grind, and what you're willing to put into it. You know, I can only show you what works for me. I can have my opinions on some things, but getting out and being organic about the business is it's going to be so easy. And it is, I'm not going to say scalable, but it is manageable. Right? Because if you put someone on the internet before you're ready, it could swallow you very, very fast. But you get your foundation built organically. If you lay that strong foundation, you learn your process, you know, you take care of the people, you learn the system and everything that's going on, and then you come from, you know what I mean? Then you put it online, it's just gonna be like icing on the cake. You got the systems in place, things is rolling. So, you know, I'm definitely a huge champion of organic marketing. In fact, I don't even speak online. I'm like, yo, go over to hit my man Rich up, go over here, hit my man Kerry Eagler up, hit my man Charles up. They'll get you right with the ads and all of that good stuff.
Okay.
What up? What up?
So let me ask you a question. Like me myself, you know, I just back when with the internet marketing, I try to do as much as I can as far as, you know, a lot of these groups and Instagram. Well, how do you feel about the marketing, you know, like paying for advertising?
You know, I think influencer marketing is like huge, and that's what I hope a lot of companies do in our industry. Paying for influencers, whether it's upfront or commissions or whatever that case is. I think that's probably one of the hugest underrated lanes to be in, and you can do it for your clothing brand. You can do it for any type of business, right? And you think about, like, if you have a print shop, maybe sponsoring certain types of events in exchange for promotion and different things like that, to just be a part of, embed yourself in the community. It's a currency. So, you know, what I do with companies and what I tell people who I consult with about their t-shirt businesses is, like, you just got to make sure that you see the value in the person that you are looking for, right? Like the person that you're talking to, like, okay, yeah, it goes beyond followers. How much does their demographic relate to what I'm trying to do? And, you know, whatever that price may be, you weigh those things and you come up with a kind of like a formula or an idea of, like, all right, this is worth it. You know what I'm saying? What are they going to give me in exchange for my dollar amount? Do I think and then what are we going to say? Like, how is it fit? And what's the message or the commercials of a sense going to be? How do we embed it? And if you take a look at the entire frame of it, followers, you know, the audience, the count, how many posts and different things that they're going to deliver, you can kind of decide, and it's more times than not, it's way worth it. The ad piece, man, listen, I'm not just not the ads guy, but listen, people out here killing it, you know, and I sit down firsthand with people who are doing it really well in real life, not just like the ads coaches. I'm talking about, like, you know, and then I got students of mine that I go send to people and they come back doing really, really well in different segments from different coaches. So, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, paying for it, it's just about the results. All of it, marketing is one big experiment. You say what you want, this technique, that technique, because one technique may work for you and not for another person. So it's all an experiment, and you just got to be willing to experiment long enough that you figure out what works for you.
Amen. Staying on the old marketing chit chat, I seen you did an amazing video that you posted. I think you posted that in the group. Did you post that in the group? I know you posted it on your personal timeline.
Yeah, I posted that in the group too.
Okay. Man, explain to the people, maybe kind of like on the back end, if you able to do, you know, great videos like how you did, how does that help out? Because, you know, basically, I think, to me, I think like we all kind of like hustlers, you know what I'm saying? We all hustling, you know what I'm saying? We all trying to get the dollar. I think that's what, you know. So explain to people, you know, what does that do, and how does that help out, you know, as far as like that?
It kind of give you an inside track to actually what's going on, or an actual feel of an event that you want to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? Or it's a basic advertisement, which is more powerful because now I get to add different effects to what I want your eyes to see. And you really get to focus in on what I want you to understand and what I want you to notice about the video. So every time I did a different transition, it was a sound that went with that transition. So you felt the transition. When I did different zooms, you felt the effect. So it's the same thing with marketing your product. If you got a dope ability to go ahead and put a dope commercial together or a spot, that's instant hook. That's what you want to do. That's your hook. That's your chance to get your audience to market and capitalize and make it of some financial gain to you, because that's the purpose of this in the first place. So it's all about the look of it. If they can look at it and feel it and say it looks like it feels good, I want to be a part of it, then you've done your job correctly. because I did almost 6K views on that video in 6 days, just based off of, you know, understanding how to put together a solid marketing piece.
Yeah, I really like the way you use the technology with that. You had the drone,
Yeah.
and you showed people how, you know, they had the wine, and then just all the different people having fun with the kids. You know,
it was like he was at the event from beginning to end.
Yeah.
You know, a recap, basically showing you what you missed out and what you can be a part of at the next event. You know, and it gotta look good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shout out to everybody in the chat blowing us up, man. We all appreciate the love. Hey, Stan, I'm going to just let you know like this. Big Boy says nothing but good things about you, bro. It is an honor to officially, you know what I'm saying, meet you and link up with you, bro. And it's going to be a great future for all of us if we stick together, bro, and do this the right way.
No doubt, man. Likewise, I definitely, you know what I'm saying? I definitely believe that. And that's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Anytime anybody calls on any channel, doesn't matter, big, small, you know what I'm saying? I think community is really, really important, and it's something I'm striving for. Really, you know, these later on now in my career, is like community is everything. So, no doubt, bro.
You know, I can honestly say that it was never really hard to get a hold of Stan. You leave him a message, he gonna hit you back. You know what I mean? And you know what? That's I really want to give a shout out. You know, give major props. Because, you know, I do my show and it'd be some people, you'll be surprised. You hit their inbox and they be like, they just look at it. Like, oh, you seen it, but you just too good to respond or something.
You left me on red.
Yeah. I mean, but to keep it real, man, it sometimes it's not like at people's faults, man. We human at the end of the day. And what I always said when I was small is like, man, y'all better take advantage because one day it's like it got really tough at one point. I'm like, one day it's just not gonna be accessible. And it's not about me not even trying. Like, man, at one point I was like, my DMs hit 99 plus. Half of that is probably manufacturers hitting me up and making me miss the important stuff. But nonetheless, it became too big to manage, right? And then, you know, I hear like some smaller content creators, you know, they get messages after a while. People get mad that they don't respond and stuff like that. Like, you know, we're the reason I put out content is to help as many people as possible. It's really hard to do it one by one. You know what I'm saying? But if you do enough work, you know what I'm saying? Like, you put the work into doing what you're doing when the time is right. And I don't even want to charge people for like consults and all of that stuff, DM me or whatever the case is. But it's like at some point it becomes too big. So you also got to understand that, you know, we're humans. You know what I'm saying? Big companies with many customer service employees have the hardest problems. And I'm telling you, I'm the one that responds to all of my DMs. So, you know what I'm saying? But once you get in on the inside, you know, we have conversations, but get to the point. That's the most important thing. Like, remove the fluff, get straight to the point because time is precious. You know what I'm saying? Time is really, really precious.
Yeah, for sure. And I knew that was going to come once I started my family and my community and the way that I designed it to work. You know what I'm saying? I wanted it to be more like family than anybody selling anything. Like, I don't sell anything first. I'm an educator first. You know what I'm saying? And I knew it was going to get overwhelming because of the type of help that I'm willing to provide. So I knew I had to build a team. So shout out to my co-admins, Erica and Rosalind. You know what I'm saying? They step in and step up and knock it out the park when I'm unavailable because I'm putting orders or I'm taking care of my son who has autism. You know what I'm saying? We all got lives, you know, different things that we need to tend to. And having the right type of help, not just having help, having the right type of help is extremely beneficial if you want to do that type of support. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think this group, man, Transparent DTF, we put the icing on the cake with the one-on-ones because I got a squad of support. Like I call them my geek squad, my mini geek. You know, they got my back when I'm unavailable, and I really appreciate that.
No doubt.
One thing I definitely want to talk about. I wanted to ask you. One thing I have to give you props, congratulations. You know, there's a lot of people that start a lot of groups, and some are successful, some, you know, take a little longer than others. How is it? Because I'm still baffled, you know what I'm saying? Because I know you're going to come say, I see you doing Big Boy Prince like this. Come here, boy. I'm on my way. Come here, boy. You know what I'm saying? How is it that you are able to grow your group? Give a couple of people, because I know we have a couple of people I heard that have groups. Give a couple of pointers, man, what it is that you do. How is it that you got your group to grow? And I mean, it is growing. I know it's just like a month or two old, but just to come out of, nowhere and you like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, who is this man over here? Because, it's my job to see what's going on. Man, how are you, that group growing? And then, like I say, it being so much of a friendly, how did you get the friendly vibe and, try to keep the riffraff away? You know what I'm saying? How do you, get your voice to know? Because you know what? See, every time, hold on, let me say something funny before you even get started. Every time I get Stan Bass or D on the phone, they don't never see it, but I be having my pad and my pencil, and I be taking notes. You know, they don't see it though, but it.
Hey man, listen, you got to. I'll be taking notes too.
Hey man, I'll be taking notes too.
We all can learn. No,
I mean,
we all can learn from each other.
I basically was like, you know what? When I start this family, the same way that I was treated, I don't want to treat anybody else and have anybody else treated by any other. So I have to be the #1 monitor. So I have to be active. I have to, be the first one to respond a lot of the times when I'm starting fresh and take it deeper than just a type. You know what I'm saying? Hey, are you available for a call? Can I walk you through this? And that's a deeper impact than somebody sitting there like, well, I'm struggling. Some people are visual learners. Some people learn through audio, but a lot of people are hands-on. So if I got a little free time to show you like, hey, this is exactly the technique you're supposed to use, and we're doing this together, it's a lot of fear barriers broken down. So I wanted to break the fear off the bat. So I knew I had to be totally transparent. I had to show people my successes, my failures, you know what I'm saying, my struggles. And I had to really let them know, hey, I'm not letting my nerves and my emotions get the best of me. So you shouldn't either, because what I'm focused on is success. This is the way to achieve it. So I'm not just talking it, I'm showing you how to walk it. I'm being the example of the change that I wish to see. You know what I'm saying? So
that's called showing the process, man. That's called showing the process, man.
Showing your work. Showing your work, showing the process, and a lot of people are mean-spirited, and I'm like, oh, I gotta put an instant filter on that. So I put it out there like, hey, this is for help. We all here. This is what it's for. If you're not here for that, go ahead and hit the unjoin button just as fast as you hit the join button. Because if you get the boot, you obviously violated. We don't want to violate anybody at all. We don't do that. We don't talk about Bruno. I got my Encanto on him. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I was the same person struggling with my XP 15,000 and nobody would help me. So why would I allow somebody to come in and just soak up free game if you're not going to give it away when others are unavailable? If you've learned this, it's your direct job now to give it right back away. Pay it forward. If you can't pay it forward, you're going to pay it backwards to the back seat and catch this good boot.
Amen. This is what I said. Let's give a shout out to Custom Journeys. Appreciate him with the $20 donation.
You make more money online than me, God.
Say, man, we appreciate that. We appreciate that, man. Yeah, man, ain't nothing like those super chats. Man, I'll give a shout out to Custom Journey, man. That man right there, James Patton, that man is knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? If you was in a group with him, all you have to do is ask a question. He is coming with it. I give that man his props. I've been knowing him a long time. Definitely started off over there in the squad, man. That man is always helpful, always supportive. You know what I'm saying? That's one right there that is like an encyclopedia. You know what I'm saying? One thing
shout out to the squad creators, man. Shout out to those guys.
Yes. You were just on there. The state of the t-shirt industry.
Yeah, we had a great chat. It's doing pretty well. They two guys doing some good stuff, trying to build in the community, man. So shout out to those guys.
Yes, sir. So like me, I guess I'm gonna have to make this one kind of personal right here. I'm gonna shoot this one out to Mr. Stan Banks right there. So one thing I'm a firm believer in, like we were saying earlier, I am a supplier, and I definitely love reaching out to my people. And so, like, how would you decide? Like, if I was to come to you, like, who would you say would be a good person for me to, besides yourself, of course, to market like my product? How do you decide who you would like to market?
What companies out? So are you asking me from my perspective of how I choose companies that I work with, or are you asking me from a perspective as what I would do if I was you?
Yes. If you was
right,
me, because like I say, I am you know what I'm saying. Like I say, the company, I have a business too, product. So like, if you were deciding like who would you, like I say, will you market, put your money behind? How do you decide that? Who would you choose to? See free sample too and stuff like that.
So what I do at companies is you try to find stories, right? Like you try to find stories that fit what you're trying to accomplish, right? So obviously you've seen something, obviously he's affiliated with it. The business behind it, we're going to leave separate. But the first thing you want to know is if you understand who your demographic is, you put that on the board and you say, who fits my demographic? Who fits my demographic that's creating content? And that's the simple answer right there, right?
Yeah.
Now, behind the scenes, how you partner with those things, obviously, as a small company, it's really hard to compete with a big company in the pocket, right? Free product is easy. Free product is just the start. But I would definitely explore some type of revenue share with that person that they can benefit off of it. Like that's just basic affiliate marketing. And I've gotten really, really creative about how I do this myself. I have a few different ways that it could be done, but the simplest form is affiliate marketing. You know what I'm saying? Give people opportunity to make money. It'll help you. They only get paid for the work that they actually bring in. They got to go through the link and all of that stuff. That's the bare minimum, but it's really simple, man. Like who fits your demographic? Who speaks directly to your demographic, who makes good content in the space. Good can be what you guys talked about earlier with the drone arts. That's called production value. Some people have production value. Some people have just the story and the journey and how they share the content as what as the pillar and what makes them good at what they do, right? And you decide based on that kind of which direction that you want to go. I'm gonna answer the other side of that is how I choose who I work with. I'm looking for unique products that can impact people's lives. It's plain and simple. So whatever that may be, I'm willing to talk about. I'm not looking for the same old stuff. I'm not going to keep talking about white vinyl. I'm not going to I don't, care about much of that stuff. Who people buy, you buy Caesar, you buy Econo, what company you go buy Caesar from. I'm not trying to get into those games. So I try to highlight things that companies do very well. Now, what I've learned from what I do as an influencer is to remain as independent as I am. And the perception of what you got to do in order to get there, but to remain as independent I am is kind of almost like unrealistic. And I only say unrealistic, and we kind of was talking about it, unrealistic in the sense of it's like as you elevate, they're going to want more from you. But sticking to your guns is like you walk away from a ton of opportunities that you could because, like who do you want to align yourself with to remain neutral, right? And I've been able to work with the companies that I want to work with. And if I look at something, it's like pretty much like, yo, you can take that out the way. I got a ton of loyalty, but, at some point this may become exhausted and I may look for other opportunities elsewhere. And it's nothing wrong with me doing that. It's natural to what, this business is and operates. So, I'm looking for big and small companies with something unique that I think is impactful. If I like it, man, I'll make a video. I only been paid to make two videos, and I had to think hard about who paid me. I only been paid upfront. Say, hey, can you make a video about my product for 2 videos, right? And that came from Alibaba during their campaign times, right? But I talk about Alibaba without them paying me anyway, right? And then you think about it, but those approaches were here's how you do it. But anytime I talk about manufacturing, I'm talking about them anyway. So everything else is for me has come on the backside of this entire process. But you know, it really comes down to, bro, this is a marathon. You know, I don't got the secret to blowing up. You know what I'm saying? I know a good production value can, and with good information, will speed up the process. But bro, I took the stairs to get here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really catch the elevator.
Success, bro.
You know what I'm saying? but as I go up, I'm sending the elevator down from the floors that I got to hit. You know what I'm saying? As well at the same time. So, you know, I took the long route, and I can kind of tell people how to speed up their process to get where they want to get to the companies, to do all of that stuff. Shit, I'll put you in the room with them. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be prepared when you get there.
Yep, you got to be willing to do the work required to get the results that you in here for. 2 words, big boy, added value.
Yeah.
2 words, added value. That's it.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. One thing I love to do is talk numbers, boy. You put me in a room talking numbers, boy. It's gonna be hard to get up out of there, bro. Especially if those numbers right. You know what I mean? Let me give a shout out right quick, man. What up, JD? What's up, dog? What's up, baby? How you doing? Shout out to the best unit, man. Y'all already know we unit crew up in here, man. Unit crew up in here, baby. And you know my dog. Y'all remember soap? Y'all remember what was that? With Oprah Winfrey, Sealy. That's my dog.
Yeah.
My dog is there. Hey, Pinks and the Pinks family.
Time out. She got a new name. Her name is not Pink Teez and Thangz. She is the DTF Queen.
Yes.
Named by me.
You got it.
That is my buddy. I love the whole Pinks family. Mr. Pinks, hey, you know it's football season, bro. The Browns, brother. I'm just saying. I was clowning you last year, but this year I'm gonna be over there with that hush mouth.
Yeah.
Man, it was a privilege to meet you, Stan. Big boy, I'm gonna tap back in with you later, but I gotta run. I gotta go set up and do a DJ show right now with the radio station that I got invited at the last minute. So it's an honor for me to run and really go do something.
Get that money.
Yes.
Go get that bag, my man LaRussell.
If they allow me to speak, which I'm probably sure they is, you know what I'm saying? I probably try to do a couple drops for my fellas, you know what I'm saying? And shout y'all out, you know what I'm saying? I always appreciate being with brothers that's on the same path of upbringing and bringing people together. You know what I'm saying? Uniting. So Stan, love you. It's my first time meeting you, big boy.
Appreciate
always
that.
love you, bro. Shout out to Craftable Things, Transparent DTF, Best Uni. I'm out of here for the day, y'all.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you coming out and rocking with us, bro.
No problem.
All right. So, Mr. Stan, you know, it's getting closer about that time myself. But I have one question for you before I go. And I'm going to need you to keep a straight face with this one. It's going to be hard. I'm going to put you on the spot. But I need you to keep it 100 with your boy. You ready?
I'm ready.
Golden State of Boston.
You know, I'm going with the underdog, man.
What?
I'm going with the underdog.
Boston.
I got to.
Oh, hey, you know it's their first time, brother. You know
but what I'm saying is, you know what I mean? Like, I want to see him. I want to see him win. I want to see the story, right? Like, you know, this is still the legacy for, you know, if it could be sealed, this would like stamp it, right? Like for Golden State, you know what I'm saying? And you know, neither one of them is my team, so I don't even really care. But like, you know, so I want to see the underdog, you know what I mean, put a staple in there, you know what I mean? And I think, you know, this would be another tick on the Golden State belt to make it official post KD win, you know what I'm saying? Post all the injuries that they went through. So it'll definitely put some icing on the cake for them. You know, and they phenomenal. But I always want to see somebody come off, you know what I mean? And for the most part, I'm going for the underdog.
Okay. I see you rocking with man. I'm telling you, Golden State gonna take it in 6. But you know, that's just nothing. I see we're gonna talk about that. But Mr. Stan, could please tell the people, let them know about the event you have coming up on again, how they can reach you, how they can get a hold of you, and if there's anything that you would like to let the people know, please, sir, you have the floor.
Well, I'm gonna try to do this good in one take right here. All right, guys, listen. Made the Hustle, June 25th and 26th. You got myself, Stan Banks from T-Shirt Side. So you got my man Rich from Hustle Ninjas. You got Alan from A-Dub Productions. We got the Great Eight. I'm calling them the Great Eight company sponsors. That's Super Color, that's Stalls, that's Caesar, that's Econo Transfer, that's Bella Canvas, that's Heat Transfer Warehouse, Total Wing Solutions, and the Impressions Expo, coming out to build community in the space, to share information. Listen, information changes situations. And one of the things I learned from being out and traveling as much as I do, as you guys see me doing all across the country and even out of the country these days, is the fact that the communities that are taking place in person, you know, it's great for what we're doing across the internet, but something magical happens when you are able to put faces, shake hands, have genuine conversation with people outside of the profile pictures. And that's what we're looking to build here. Listen, use code Big Boy Hustles. I'm putting it right here. That's BIGBOI Hustles, and get $100 off. Come out June 25th, 26th. Man, I'm excited because we're going to be working on some things behind the scenes. I got my self-employed tax guy coming in town. He's going to be talking about taking care of business, some of the things that we don't think about when we're trying to grow businesses and get things organized, how to handle all of that tax stuff that you go through. And another instrumental person named Gavin, who has a company called Seps.io for screen printers, but he's been really, really good at processes. He went from making onesies with his wife to Two Rock Autos, eventually sold his screen printing business and started his artwork service. But he's helped me around here implement systems in place to help you scale and grow the business. And I think it's really important in just having it organized. So listen, don't meet me there, beat me there. Big Boy definitely got to come out, man, and bring some of your crew with you, man. I think it's going to be a lovely time, the first of its kind. The happy hour in Long Beach, California was freaking awesome, which was put on by Bella Canvas. Outside of that, man, listen, I'm here. I'm accessible. Definitely anybody in Big Boy's community. If you can't get me, get him. He'll get me, and we'll get to whatever we need to get things done and taken care of, man. I'm excited. Man, I think, you know, what people out here are doing is really great, and I'm trying to help bring light on smaller content creators, anybody, you know what I mean? Just building this thing out. So whatever you're working on, you're doing, stay the course. You know, it's a marathon, not a sprint, like Nipsey said. And yeah, get out here and get after it.
Yes, amen. And that is for real. It is it's a marathon. You know, that's true words have never been spoken. You know, excuse me, long I do this, man, those words, true words have never been spoken. You know, it takes a lot of dedication and hard work, but I think, like you say, if you put it down, if you put in that dedication and that hard work, and you are truly sincere about that, then you know what I'm saying, it's gonna pay off. You know, I tell people, you know, as long as you know, I forgot to say this, but as long as you know you have a great product, you know, as long as you market, and you have a great product and you stay consistent with it, I think, you know, you'll have no problems at all. You know what I'm saying? Let me give a shout out to appreciate you, Craftable Thangz. You know, it's always love. I appreciate you. I do customs. Shout out to everybody. I want to give my little quick rundown, and then we're going to get up out of here. Love 755. Appreciate you. Y'all make sure y'all holler at her 755 Monday mentions. Shout out to Pink Teez. You know, she's doing a thing, killing TikTok, Instagram. Y'all already know my boy Stan. Y'all know, check out my girl Craftable Thangz every Friday at 6. Like I said, 7:55 Monday mentions every Monday at 11:55. The baby's booty, y'all already know. You know what I'm saying?
We got an event coming up together. Me and the baby's booty in North Carolina. September 15th. So I get to meet her in person. So shout out to that. That's something, if you're in the North Carolina area, you want to come out September 15th. Got a little playing bit. It's called Start Here Academy. I don't know the exact link to it, but Start Here Academy, I got posts about it. Pretty sure there'll be some more stuff going on. So if you're in that area, that's a place to connect and build too. So I just wanted to get in there since you mentioned there.
Oh yeah, I love the baby's booty. Say we gonna be there. Anything, you know what I'm saying? The baby booty. We finna start traveling. You know, we got everything calmed down, settled. That's another thing I want to tell people. You know, you can't do everything on your own. You know, like I say, truly we blessed. You know, we got people in the background. You know, we actually get to make payroll now. You know what I'm saying? So.
Different set of responsibilities right there, man. That's
man,
a whole nother live. That's a whole nother live. That's a whole nother live.
Say, I'm telling you, bro, payroll is no joke, bro. But it's a blessing because, like I say, to even grow to where you can make it that far, like I say, because that's the only way you can grow. I mean, you can't do it all by yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you try to micromanage, you know, everything, you know what I'm saying? You know, I guess maybe you can, but it's just a lot easier because it's a lot of things when you have a business running a successful business. So shout out to my boy GD Photography. Man, doing his wicked over there. Is wicked. GD is part of God, what is my girl name? She gonna kill me. Oh, what is my girl? She gonna kill me. But shout out to my boy GD. Appreciate you coming in rocking with your boy. God, she gonna kill me. She is gonna kill me. The 10-minute, she got the 10-minute do the all over shirt. God, I forgot her. Innate. I'm sorry, Innate girl.
Innate lad.
Yeah. You know it's my dog. She gonna kill me.
Hey, doctor. Don't forget the doctor. You gotta put some respect.
Yeah, put some respect on her name. I am so sorry. Say, don't y'all tell her. Don't y'all tell her. Y'all know I love me some Innate lab. I love it, man. I love seeing the way everybody's growing, you know, blowing up, doing their thing, man. You know, like I say, it's a beautiful thing. I love how, you know what I'm saying, we all rock together. But thank y'all so much. If y'all already know, if y'all need anything from the big boy, y'all hit me up. Big Boy Prince all across the board. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, you know, we all over. You know what I'm saying? So thank y'all so much. Anything you want to tell the people, Stan?
Nah, man, listen, I'm accessible, man. You know, I think we gotta have some more conversations. I'm whenever you want me back, I'm back. And we can, you know, we can do what we do anytime, man. So if you guys got questions about anything going on in the industry, you can DM me. If you got questions about anything, just hit me up and yeah, I'll get back to you.
Hey man, I can attest to that, man. Stan has always been a man of his word. Stand up before I was even anybody just doing my little show, man. He was like, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, baby, I got Stan. Hey, it's only up from her.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
Hey, man, appreciate you. Appreciate y'all, man. Much love. We gonna play the old outro. Hey, man, thank y'all so much. Till next, tomorrow, Big Boy Prince Spotlight. We got Miss Erica on at 9 o'clock. Thank y'all so much. Love y'all. Y'all definitely know this is not possible without y'all. Like my boy Stan Banks. Peace. You too.
I can only smile for so long. I can't hear you now.
Big Boy Prince by the Big Boy. We done got it again. Hey, okay. You put the wrong ink in your big toy. Messed around and got clogged up ink, boy. Next time, holla at Big Boy. He got the whitest of whites.
You know your images ain't right unless you're working with the widest white. Holla at your big boy. Holla at your big boy. Holla, Prince. If you want your colors to bust, you know you better fuck with us.
Yeah.
Holla at your big boy. Holla at your big boy.
Listen. Get off the fence. With the shenanigans, you gotta make sense of your dollars and cents, but the fence. So your colors intense. You need to get that white and do your maintenance. DTF is lit. Big Boy got equipment, powders, ink, software, and all the tidbits. You better get this for your printer fitness. Throw some shades, I holla Big Boy Prince.
Holla at your big boy.
Prince by the Big Boy.
Unless you're working with the widest wide, holla at your big boy. Holla at your big boy. If you want your colors to bust, you know you better fuck with us. Holla at your big boy. Holla at your big boy.
This has been a 755 media production. This has been a 755 media production.
Holla at your big boy.